All right, thanks, Mira.
Hi, Adam.
Hey, Sheila, how you doing?
Good.
It's been a while.
Yes, it's good to see you today. I was just thinking about you.
It's been a while since I've been in here for this.
All right, guys. Apologies for a little bit of a late start. We were having technical difficulties. We thought that our Zoom credentials were saved on the computer, but they weren't, and so we had to go look them up, and turns out Mira used the entire alphabet and a few letters of some other alphabets for the password. So I had to have her relay it to me over the phone. I was like, what's going on? But we made it, so we're here on, I think, Instagram and YouTube and Zoom with Sheila on Zoom. So should be ready to roll. We'll make it a pretty quick warm-up for today, and then Adam's going to be jumping in with me for the workout. Mira's taking a much-needed rest day. It does add up on the body doing 7 days a week of these things. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's just do some shoulder rolls to get going. Nice and slow. Forward, up, back, and down. All right, trade directions.
Cracking.
Snap, crackle, pop. Good. All right, arms out to the side. We'll do our elbow circles. All right, trade directions. All right, keep the arms out to the side. We'll do some of our Egyptians. As you pivot, make sure the toes turn over. And even though the backhand is going to drop, make a little bit of an effort to keep it up. I don't want it to come way down here when we do it. Try to keep that backhand up a little bit. Good. All right, let's do our fingers and wrists. So fingers interlaced. Swivel the wrists around a little bit. All right, switch directions. All right, shake that off. Go ahead and point your palm away from you. Pull your fingers back on one side. Then the thumb a little bit. Okay. And then turn your fingers, they point down to the ground. Stretch that way a little bit. All right, trade sides. Fingers up. Pull them back to get a little stretch. And switch to the thumb. Pull that back to get a little stretch. Turn the fingers over, so down to the ground. A little kind of Spider-Man type web shooting position. Good. All right, let's shake those out. Let's go hands on hips and just do a few swivels. All right, trade directions. All right, feet and knees together, hands on your knees. We'll do 5 one direction. And switch. Okay, feet and knees go a little bit apart. Let's do 5 one direction. And switch. All right, and then we'll go into just some of our cat-cow or cat-camel. So we'll go hands and knees, and we're going to try to get the knees right underneath the hips and the hands right underneath the shoulders. We'll start by tucking the chin, go around in the back, and then the opposite. Lift the chin and elongate the back. And just go at your own speed. All right, good. Staying in the same position. Either put your right hand behind your head or it can go behind your back. It doesn't really matter. Or you're going to try to spin and touch your right shoulder to your opposite knee. And then you're going to try to touch your right shoulder up to the sky. We'll go 5 each direction. All right, that's 5 for me. Trade sides. So now it's your left hand, either behind your head or behind your back. Left shoulder goes to right knee. And then left shoulder goes up to the roof. Left shoulder to right knee. And then up to the roof. And as you go to that, the knee, don't let this elbow start to bend. That's cheating, right? So keep that elbow pretty straight. You won't be able to go as far, but you're getting authentic motion. I've got 2 more. 1. All right. So that should be pretty good for that. Hopefully everyone's loosened up. I know my body's feeling it after our deep 6 yesterday, and my shoulders, especially after a lot of presses on Monday before that. So good to get them nice and loose. First thing we're going to get started with today is just an unweighted get up. Now, if you have something nearby like a shoe or a tissue box or something like that to balance on your fist, then go ahead and take a second to go get that. I brought over my sandals over here, but no kettlebell for this one. Even if your kettlebell is out and it's handy, then no kettlebell for it. And try to listen, and we're going to go on my call, so we're all going to go at the same time for this. So I'm going to go grab my sandal.
Yeah, shoes.
Okay. So we're going to do left hand together. Right? So left leg is bent, left hand is up to the sky, and you're balancing something, a sandal or a tissue box, whatever, on your knuckles. Okay? And do make a closed fist, like you're about to make a punch, and that's what we want to balance on. From here, prop up to your right elbow and pause there. I'm going to spin so the camera can see my shoulder a little bit. While you're pausing here, make sure we're not slouchy on this shoulder. We want to be up nice and tall with it. Okay? Then from here to the straight arm, and same thing, we don't want to be slouchy with our shoulder. We want to be pushing the floor away in sort of an anti-shrug position. Okay? And let's go ahead and for now include a high bridge in this. So we're going to use both of our legs to drive up nice and high, and we're going to try to feel like our butt cheeks can squeeze on both sides. Without dropping the hips more than just a little bit, now go ahead and bring that knee under you, shift your weight, and move into your lunge position. Get nice and steady, eyes go straight ahead, stand up, then go ahead and go back down to the knee, either pivot or windshield wiper, you can do either one. Make sure that you find the ground, and get your shoulders stacked right on top of your hand that's on the floor. And if we're all doing the same side, it should be our right hand on the floor. Okay? Make sure your right hand's ready to carry all of your weight. Go down to your butt, then to your elbow. And again, make sure we're not slouching. That's not what we're looking for. Okay? Big wide chest, and then down. All right? Pretend it's a heavy kettlebell, so use 2 hands. Then we'll drag it to the other side. And then we'll go ahead and do right. Right? So right hand makes a fist. We balance our sandal on the knuckles, and we prop up to our left elbow. Okay? Again, from here, I don't want to see me slouching, right? See how I'm kind of scrunched right here? So I want a nice tall position. Then up to my straight arm. And let's go to that high bridge again. So I should feel like both of my glutes can squeeze pretty tightly. And then I'm going to go ahead and slide that leg under me, shift, and start to come up. Okay? So again, in this position, I should be looking straight ahead. If I continue to look at my sandal, it throws you out of position. So try to stay in that nice straight ahead eyesight. Up to standing. Back down to your knee. Windshield wiper. Make space as your body needs. Find the floor, and your shoulders go over that left hand. Down to your butt. Down to your elbow. Check that we're not slouching. And then all the way down flat. All right, guys. Very good. So that'll be it for kind of a warm-up for today. And then go ahead and clear this out of the way, and I'll let you guys know what's coming up. I'm just going to double check. Instagram has a little bit more narrow view, so I want to try to make sure that both Adam and I are as spaced out as possible, but also in frame to make sure that we get it all. Yeah, I think that's actually about perfect. All right, guys. So agenda for the day, the lion's share of the workout and what we're going to get into next is going to be focused mostly on swings. This will also be a pretty good workout where if you're one of the lucky people that has more than one kettlebell at home right now, go ahead and get 2 of them out. We're going to be doing both one-handed swings and two-handed swings. And so most people are able to handle a heavier weight for two-handed than they are for one-handed. And this will be a good day to go ahead and do that. If you don't have more than one kettlebell, that's fine. Just use the single kettlebell that you have to follow along with everything. But if you're one of the lucky people that has more than one, use a lighter one for your one-handed swings and then a heavier one for your two-handed swings for today. Okay? That's what Adam and I are both going to be doing here. So you guys just follow along with that. As for the order, what we'll do is we'll have Adam go first so you guys can watch Adam, and then you'll go at the same time that I go for everything for today. Okay? So our first set will be one-handed swings for 10 reps on the left side. And again, Adam will go first, and then you'll go at the same time that I go right after Adam does. So give me just a second, make sure the timer's set up. If you need a sweat towel, chalk, whatever, get that taken care of, and then we'll get started. Yeah, you can use that bucket, I'll use this bucket. There's the timer. All right, ready up? Yep. 10 on the left. Sit, and go. 2, 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we'll be up together. 10 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So we'll take a break for the next 20 seconds, and then Adam will match that 10 on the right, and then obviously we'll go together on the right as well. Okay, 5 seconds, then Adam's going to go. Ready? Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're up together. 10 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, so same deal, about 25 seconds, and then Adam will hit two-handed with the heavier one if you have the heavier one. And again, if you only have one, then so be it, just use your one belt. 10 reps, and go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're up together for our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So that's our little series. We're going to run through that series a handful more times. But after every set of 2-handed swings, we get a 1-minute break. So we won't start for about 1:15. We're going to check how everyone's doing on the gram. Oh, Mira's on here. Anna's on. Brian, Officer Mike's on both.
See Brian at the park like twice a week.
Jules is on. Jules, how are you doing? Derek Gleason's on there. Derek, how you doing, bud? Glad you got a kettlebell to join in with. All right, 30 seconds, then Adam will hit 10 on the left. We got Officer Mike, Ryan, Kate Truswitz. Casey, is that you? I forget. Grave 7. Is that you, Casey? Yeah, that's Casey. Coach Casey's on there. We got Mira and Casey supervising today. All right, 5 seconds, and now we're going to have 10 on the left. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're up together. 10 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, about 25 seconds. And then Adam will match that on the right, and we'll follow up.
I love the chocolate chip cookies beforehand. It's a good idea.
I don't know if the curry I ate
Yeah.
yeah. That was all we had left for food, though, so. All right. 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go, guys. 10 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 2-handed for 10 minutes. All right, ready? And go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're up together here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Break for about 80 seconds, and then we rinse and repeat. Oh, starting to feel that mugginess a little bit.
must be before you get a haircut.
Yeah, I know.
Hair's a little long.
I was talking to Mira about that yesterday. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to just buzz mine yet,
Yeah.
but I better get ready because it's probably not going to be too long.
Yeah.
It's funny, it feels so long to me, and when I'm like looking in the mirror because I'm close, it feels like it's really long.
Yeah.
But when I see it on video, it's like, okay, I've got another week or two I can get by, I think. Had a buzz cut only a couple times before.
Everyone's got to do their own haircuts.
Yeah. Did the governor really cut her own bangs, or is that a joke?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she. I don't know if it was a joke or not, or just her hair was a weird thing.
Oh, really?
There's something that said like she cut her own bangs to show solidarity.
Yeah. Haircuts.
All right, lefty, same 10 reps. Ready? And go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, right next. And I remember back when I used to buzz my hair, I'd just do that myself, or we do it in the house. But Mira would always get so mad at me because my hair gets like everywhere or whatever. It's hard to clean up. So I have to either deal with a bad haircut or be quarantined with a wife who's upset that my hair's everywhere. All right, here you go. Adam.
Nice.
Right side. Ready? And go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go. Right side together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two-handed. All right. Get ready. And go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're up together. Two-handed for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, break again. So earlier this week, we gave a little shout out to our friends Owen and Liv up in Vancouver who have Amp Fit. I was wearing one of their t-shirts for the workout today. One of the rotations from Dojo Outfitters, they had an annual kind of anniversary celebration right around their same time as our gym anniversary, which is end of September, early August, where they would do like a invitational sort of, jiu-jitsu competition. And so this was their shirt from one of the last ones that they did. So the theme was Rumble, which is a very appropriate theme for a jiu-jitsu competition. So Dojo Outfitters, Andy, hope you guys are doing well and hanging in there with everything. I still wear the shirt, work out in all the time, so thank you very much. All right, we still got about 25 seconds, and then we'll hit Adam on the left side for 10. Oh, yeah, speaking of sporting events, apparently the governor of Florida has deemed pro wrestling, WWE, as essential. So if you need to see something, go watch WWE.
I figure some people need some kind of entertainment.
I think so. All right, lefty for 10. we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So if that actually does get pulled off, I wonder if The Rock is going to go do it, because I think they probably can't film movies either, because that's probably, yeah.
They've done some, it's just with no audience watching as they do it, like they did one a while ago.
So, be curious to see. I've seen The Rock. I've tuned into The Rock back in the pro wrestling ring. See the people's elbow. All right, ready? And ready, go.
Everything else will.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. We finished the new season of Ozark already. Well, we finished that last night, which is very good, by the way, if you haven't seen that yet. But then they tried to start us on Tiger King. I'm like, no. We're not watching that.
Everyone's watched that so far. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
Everyone's talking
All right, two-handed for 10. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go. We're up together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, break again, about 80 seconds, and we're going to hit, I think, one more round through all of it. So, well, while we're on break, 1 minute, let's see a legit show of hands, or thumbs up, or muscles, or whatever. Don't be shy. Who would tune in to watch some pro wrestling if The Rock was back? I would get on there and I'd go watch it. Yeah. Adam's got nothing else to do, so he votes for it too.
No, I watch TV, so.
Yeah. I hope Mira's tuned in, because now she's on the hook for watching The Rock with me.
People's elbow. That was his move.
That's right.
Yeah.
Rock bottom.
Yeah.
Elbow. All right, about 30 seconds, and then we've got one final time to roll this. All right, now 5 seconds. And let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go. Lefty 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Just 2 more steps. Righty, followed by 2-hand. Officer Mike said he'll go watch The Rock.
There you
Officer Mike, did you ever rock bottom and you had perps out in the street when you were arresting them? All right, here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, last right-handed set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost. All right, just 2 minutes of 10. Officer Mike, I can see you just people's elbowing somebody right before you cuff them. I can see you doing that. 5 seconds. Last set right here. All right, here you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All righty, guys. Good work. We're going to do a little break for a few minutes and then shift gears to some other stuff. Oh, thanks, Casey. Casey said we're looking good. Casey, how's your beer taste right now? Which one are you drinking? I'm surprised Yvonne's not on there taunting us with whatever she's lounging with and whatever beer she's drinking. Just a minute or two, I'm going to check Instagram here. Jules, is your note that you wouldn't tune in to watch The Rock? I'm a little bit heartbroken, and if I can be honest right now, very, very disappointed. Oh yeah, Jules, she's a jiu-jitsu fan. Someone's walking by the gym singing real loud right now. All right, Sheila, how are you holding up?
I'm good, thanks.
Good?
Yep.
You have 1 or 2 bells for today?
What's that?
Did you have 1 or 2 kettlebells?
1.
Just 1? You can still make it work with 1.
Yeah, it's a 16 kg, so.
Oh, that's a big one. All right, guys. I probably stalled long enough. So now we're going to shift to just different exercises. We're going to be doing some goblet squats, and we're going to be doing some push-ups. And it'll be the same format. Adam will do a set of squats, and then I'll match it, and you go at the same time as me. After he does squats, then he'll do push-ups. I'll match it, you go at the same time as me. So if you need to arrange your area to have something to do your push-ups on, if you've been doing it on a chair or the side of a couch or whatever, then go ahead and take a second to get that arranged, and we'll start here in just maybe like 30 seconds. And obviously we only are going to need 1 kettlebell for this because goblet squat's the only kettlebell exercise. And so if you had to and you want to clear a little space out right now, you can go ahead and put one of them away or off to the side or whatever. I'll go move my heavier one out of the way because I'm going to use a lighter one for my goblet squats. And then once that's done, then hopefully everyone's got their space situated, and we'll get started. All right. Okay, so on the goblet squats, we don't need a real long pause on the bottom, but we do want to make sure we're not bouncing too much out of it, so try to at least have control and have some mind into muscle connection at the bottom to make sure that you're staying strong in your stomach and that your glutes are staying tight. When the glutes do their job, everything else works better, and in particular, it's going to be tough for the knees to collapse in, which is a no-no that we don't want to have happen. Okay? So we'll go ahead and get started here. I will start with 10 goblet squats, and then we'll go together after. Squat. 2, 3, squat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, good work. Okay, we're up together for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Push-ups are next, also 10 reps. And look at the same sort of tempo. Short pause at the bottom, short pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're up together for our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we're going to repeat the series, but 8 reps instead of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, last one, 7. All right, here we go now. 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. All right, we're up for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there's 6 of each now. It's funny, the rest breaks get shorter too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try one more. And 6. All right, here we go. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, just 4s. Almost there. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, just 2s to finish up. Last set. It's 1, and 2. All right, here we go.
1, 2,
Push-ups for 2. 1, and 2. Let's go.
1, and 2.
Whew. All right, guys. That's what we got for you for today. I know I got a good sweat in. That looks like you did a little bit too.
Yeah.
Sheila, you get a good sweat in?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Good work. All right, guys. So announcements before we get everything dismissed. Get in your nominations for Beast Mode sometime today. Today's Wednesday, and we're going to be doing our Beast Mode and possibly Least Mode tomorrow, because Thursday, we typically do them on Thursdays. So get your nominations in today if possible. And then also we're trying to rally some nominations. The Willamette Week annual Best of Portland competition has started very recently. And so right now it's the phase 1, which is the nomination phase. And so we were trying to get everybody to come nominate us for Best Gym in Portland. I put a link on the students group on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, you're not in the group, then you just go to Willamette Week's website, which is the letter W and the word week.com. And then it should be front and center on their landing page. Right in the middle is Best of Portland 2020. And they divide it into a bunch of categories. Gyms are under the wellness and self-care category. And so you just go to there and you'll start to type in industrial strength gym, and it should kind of pull our account up once you start to type it in there. And that's how you find us. So again, their website is the letter W week.com, and it should be front and center on their landing page. So we've got to get the nominations done now, and the 5 gyms with the most nominations move into the kind of final voting phase maybe next month, I think it is. And then we'll have to ask for your actual votes again, where people would pick one of those 5 gyms. So right now you have to write it in, and then if we make top 5, then the next phase you'll just pick one of the top 5 for it. So anyway, we really appreciate that. You can do 1 nomination per email address, and so if you're like Jared, you've got about 45 email addresses, you can give us a whole lot of nominations. So, all right, guys, thank you very much. That's what we've got for you for today. I'll do a 12-foot apart, strong on 3. All right, strong on 3, guys. 1, 2, 3, strong. All right, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Bye.